Unlike what most people think, your brain never stops producing new cells. You can actually create new neural pathways for the rest of your life, which means that you are designed for lifelong learning. In this video, you will learn 5 benefits of lifelong learning, so watch to the end. In case you're new here, I'm Cyn Meyer, and my mission as a life coach for older adults is simple: to help you unlock your post-career purpose and passions so that you can make the most out of this very important phase in life. I have the honor of helping people every day transition into retirement lives that they love, where their days are full of passion, energy, and purpose. And one of the absolute key ingredients for that is to become a learn-it-all and embrace these 5 benefits of lifelong learning. It's true, throughout your whole life, including late adulthood, we create neurons associated with learning, emotion, and memory. But this process heavily depends on your own efforts. Like Henry Ford said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. And that's why you should never stop learning. Not only does it help you explore and grow, but as humans, we have an innate drive to improve your quality of life through exploring and learning new things. Whether it's learning how to use a new app on your iPhone, play a new instrument, or learning how to ski, lifelong learning has many long-lasting benefits, starting with benefit number 1. It increases your brain health. Probably the most popular benefit, and for a good reason, it's likely to be the best one, is staying mentally sharp. Continuing to study can help you do just that. It keeps your brain sharp. Learning new things helps your brain make new neurons and actually build new connections between them, which then impacts your memory, your attention span, reasoning, and language abilities. Lifelong learning can even delay the onset of Alzheimer's symptoms. Symptoms, by the way, that don't show up for nearly 20 years while the disease is silently hacking away at your brain. So anything you can do proactively to combat the onset of symptoms helps. And studies show that if older adults engage in mentally challenging activities, they're 2.5 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's. So learning a skill or hobby can increase the efficiency of your neural networks, which then boosts your memory capacity and your recall rates. In other words, a little knowledge can go a long way and help you avoid cognitive decline later on down the road. And if you don't feel motivated to learn something new, once you get into the habit of continuing to learn new things, it helps with that too. It's all habitual. Benefit number 2 is lifelong learning renews motivation. When you're stuck in a rut, you're doing the same things over and over and over again. And most people come to me when they're stuck. They aren't motivated because they're in this loop of routinely doing the same things day in and day out. They might have great ideas, but they can't seem to figure out the inertia to get out of that rut. But once you find clarity, and you figure out what inspires you and ignites your passions naturally, it puts you back in the driver's seat to learn new things. And when you physically learn something new, the reward centers up in your brain light up with dopamine, and that dopamine is the motivation that keeps you going with more ease. Basically, the more you learn, the more you want to keep learning, and the better you feel about it. It's just a matter of getting that initial momentum kickstarted. So instead of feeling like you're stuck in a rut that might go from a temporary rut to a long-term one, the way to make change is by opening up to new ideas and finding clarity. By the way, if you want to find clarity, check out our YouTube video on finding clarity, where we give you exact steps on how to do it. Lifelong learning benefit number 3 is it reignites passions and interests. We put out content like this so that retirement becomes less about going from full-time work to sitting on the couch every day, and more about tapping into your passions and true interests so you can accomplish more meaningful goals. Lifelong learning can spark your true interests and unique skills that lead you to the activities, the hobbies, or the projects that are going to be the most fulfilling to you. In retirement, you have the golden opportunity to learn anything and everything that your heart desires. All the interests, hobbies, skill sets, and activities that were sacrificed because you were growing your career and your family are now yours again for the taking, and this time on your terms. Again, all it takes is that clarity first. But once you figure out what authentically inspires you, it's an empowering way to take back control of the new and exciting growth experiences, which ideally you want to have for the rest of your life. Which brings us to lifelong learning benefit number 4. Lifelong learning lengthens your lifespan. Simply put, if you want to live longer, learn more. A recent study reported that there is an inherent relationship between education and health, where 1 year of formal education can add about 6 months to your lifespan. Does this mean you need to tack on formal education? Definitely not, especially not these days when you have so many other learning opportunities, both online and in person. It's never too late to make choices in the present, to learn something new and improve your health and well-being. And I always say one of the most important things to do is find new activities that align with your authentic self. This requires a bit of introspection work and specific reflecting exercises, but once you reconnect with your unique interests and passions from the inside, it fills you with joy. Successful aging and longevity are built on patterns of lifelong learning. So this is yet another reason to stay engaged and active so that you never stop learning. And our last benefit of today is number 5. Lifelong learning expands your positive social circle. Have you ever heard the saying, your vibe attracts your tribe? Well, it's so true when it comes to expanding your social circle, more specifically your circle of influence, which are the supportive, positive, encouraging people in your life. The more you put yourself in a growth mindset and the more you put yourself into learning environments, the more you'll meet like-minded people who also want to grow and learn and have new and exciting experiences. So you up your chances of having amazing relationships and special bonds with people that inspire you. As you embark on this journey with lifelong learning, it's important to find the right group of people who will encourage you through the thick and thin. Your experiences will be even more meaningful if you surround yourself with people who support your interests, skills, hobbies, or activities that naturally light you up. Basically, your growth. On the flip side, this also means that you should keep an eye out for negative influences too. If someone in your life isn't necessarily encouraging you to branch outside of your comfort zone, it's probably better if you limit your time with them. They might be holding you back from your growth and lifelong learning. So to wrap it up, here are the 5 benefits of lifelong learning. Number 1, increases your brain health. Number 2, renews your motivation. Number 3, reignites your passions and interests. Number 4, extends your lifespan. And number 5, expands your social circle of those encouraging, positive people in your life. Learning is an investment in both your current and your future life, and it's really one of the best gifts that we can give to ourselves. If you're always trying to improve and expand your mind, you're not only opening yourself up to new and exciting experiences, but you're also building resilience and you're better preparing yourself for the challenges that may come in the future. That makes it all very worth it. We are dedicated to helping you unleash your post-career purpose and passions. So if you're looking for ideas that will help you grow, we have a free resource for you in the link below in the description that shares 101 things to do in retirement. Check it out. Thank you so much for being here. Please continue to do our work better and spread our movement, and like, share, and subscribe and comment on this video so that we can collectively drive our mission to help older adults like you live their best life and set an example for generations to come. Bye for now.